I'm sure he's fine.
Well, it didn't break this time, so.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm not flying through the air. Please, go! Must go faster? Quote like random one-liners from movies that nobody remembers that particular line from, even though it's a popular movie too much.
Must Go Faster is pretty iconic.
My most like out there though one is when I'm playing like a game and I find supplies, I'll be like, supplies, some essential supplies. And I'm quoting John Leguizamo or whatever from Land of the Dead of all things. Because I'm the only person on the planet that likes that movie. Yo, what's up, Matt? He says, run, Forrest, run. Oh, I'm running. Medkit. Oh, God, Robert, I am stressed.
Just take a chill pill, man. Relax.
It's game over, man. Game over.
Just take some pointers from the dude. Don't take life too seriously, bro.
Door locked.
Ellie, the door locks.
The door locks. So as a kid, I had an X-Men the '90s show VHS tape, and it's a Wolverine collection. It has that episode, that really weird episode where like there's an alien down in the sewers. You know what I'm talking about?
No, but it sounds amazing.
Yeah, no. So like there's an episode where like there's this alien being down in the sewers, and there's two teams after it, the X-Men and a team of mercenaries led by Lady Deathstrike.
Oh, cool.
And that's why it's on the tape, because it's a Wolverine episode. But the Morlocks are in it. So for a while after I watched that episode, the way Sam Neill says door locks, I swore he was saying Morlocks.
That's great. Hey, you got a weapon.
I mean, I'd rather have my gun. Well, how the fuck am I supposed to get through here? There's no... Oh, I just used my one stun bullet.
Oh my god.
What?
you attracted it. Oh, that's you could use some Neosporin.
I didn't even know the alien was down here. So,
I think...
Do you think this game kind of plays fast and loose with, like, rules? Like, how the fuck did it get down here?
Probably.
That's fine.
It's just funny.
I can hear it now.
You've made so much noise, but that's the thing that triggers it. I can't get in here, big jerk.
Oh, here we go. First talk of an alien. Got a body up here. It's part of a Marshall investigation. Female, late 30s, chest wound.
Oh. Did she make it?
No.
It's fine. Her chest was ripped open. We can just sew that right back.
I need more coolant.
You need more Cool Whip?
Yeah.
Don't we all?
Okay. No, that's still locked. The door locks! Ellie, the door locks!
I forget. Have you finished My Adventures with Superman Season 2?
Yeah.
Are you
It's much
excited
better.
for Season 3? Do you know if it's been officially renewed?
I do know it has been renewed. I am excited. I think Season 2 was a vast improvement. The big problem with Season 1, besides the villain stuff, is it takes like half that season to get like interesting.
Yeah, it does a slow start.
Which isn't bad by any means, but it's just like, eh. I am just glad that we did not have to play like 10 years of Will They Won't They with Clark and Lois. It's like, nope, they did.
Oh, I know. That's so refreshing. I'm also, by the time we get to Season 3, I think they're going to start introducing some other heroes. Based on stuff I've already seen in Season 2, I'm sure that's coming down the road.
I'm shocked they haven't done Batman already.
I feel like they only wouldn't do Batman if they were told they weren't alone.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, they've already had Vicky Vale and Silver St. Cloud in it.
Yeah,
Which are
Anime
fun
was saying
surprises.
that earlier. Where's she at in that?
Who?
Silver St. Cloud?
She's in the episode where Superman has to go on that dating show.
Oh,
and
okay.
she's like the main one. Yeah, she's a Batman love interest from back in the day.
Yeah, I know who she is.
That's my choice.
Embarrassing because she was on Gotham.
Gotham?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember. I think I saw one of her episodes when she was a kid.
Should be able to find out where they're keeping everything in her.
I think that was her first appearance outside of comics.
How embarrassing.
But I don't mind My Adventures with Superman's take on Vicky, though. I think having her as kind of a rival with Lois is a fun take.
No, I don't. That's one of those characters that I don't care enough about. Like, just do whatever.
Yeah, like in the comics, like she's no one's favorite Batman. You know, like she's just a Lois Lane knockoff initially. Except I think in the comics she was a photographer instead of a reporter. But other than that, like she's just Batman's Lois Lane for a little bit.
Yeah, or if you're in the Arkham games, she's literally nothing.
You save her from a helicopter crash.
Yeah, but she has like no connection to Bruce or.
That is true. Also, in those games though, like they're all very Batman centric, and like you don't get a lot of just Bruce Wayne stuff in those.
No, I don't disagree. It's just I thought it was weird that they like threw her in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we're not gonna do anything with Bruce Wayne other than Talia.
That's true.
So you gotta give props to the developers of this game. This doesn't feel like an alien, like, oh, we remade it like an alien set. It's like, no, this is just like in the Alien universe.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it flopped.
Yeah.
Austin and I were talking about this on the live stream. Unrealistic expectations killed this game.
Yep.
Fuck
Yeah,
you,
and
Sega.
like I said last time, like this game comes out in a weird point in the Alien franchise, you know? There's not exactly a whole lot of Alien fever when this comes out.
It's true. Odds of death classified. Oh, we got a video.
This is Lingard.
Yeah.
Senior medical officer at Sevastopol Station. I want to
Spit it out, lady.
state I have been placed under duress with regards to my patient Zero. And Ransom, Season's head of operations, he made certain threats for my career and my certification. I want that on record. God.
Oh, it's all about you.
That woman needed help. I didn't know what type of parasite she had encountered, but it had planted something inside her. I am so sorry.
Are you?
I had no way of knowing what would happen.
Okay. So if I have one complaint, the fucking future, I'm all for the retro sci-fi thing. You could at least have like quality fucking video. Jesus. Which way you going, big boy? Fuck, I still need to go. I need to go that way. Whoa!
Oh, that. That was almost bad.
Everything on the station's trying to fucking kill me.
You're just having a really bad day.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. This stream you could do a death compilation for a YouTube short.
Oh, come on.
Find a trauma kit.
I've got fucking trauma. Are you kidding me? This is gonna be a bitch to edit.
just chop it up all down to a speed run. Like, wow, he flew that by fast.
Just like the beginning of the game and the end. I also don't know how it got there.
He's a sneaky boy.
Apparently. Oh, wait a minute. I have to go over here first. I fall for it every time.
One of these guys might still be alive.
I don't think so, Tim. I think that is my one complaint about this game is just like once you're seen, there's just no. Until you get the flamethrower, there's no like way of recovering. Which I'm sure many see as a positive.
Anime fan hopes that Tom Welling comes back and gets to wear the Superman costume.
He
I
won't.
don't think that's ever happening.
He won't. The reason he doesn't wear it in Smallville is because Tom Welling. Like, they wanted him to do it.
Yeah, I feel like the last shot we had of that happening was Crisis, and he literally said if they asked him to wear the costume, he would have said no. Like, these are his words.
Yeah, I don't
He
know
would have
what
turned
his...
down the Crisis cameo.
I don't know what his hang up with that is.
Yeah. He's also given, like, different reasons for it. Sometimes I kind of get it, and some are a little sad. Like, there are some comments he made where he felt like he never really earned it. You know, even doing 10 years of that show. I don't know, it was just some interview where he just kind of came off a bit blunt and honest. But then other stuff, it just really does feel like he just doesn't want to wear that suit. And he has this weird thing of, I signed on to play Clark Kent, I play Clark Kent, I don't play Superman. That's just this weird...
No, when he said that on the
for him.
Smallville podcast, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? That would be like if Christian Bale was like, well, I signed on to play Bruce Wayne, not to play Batman. Does that also mean you signed on to play the Blur?
Right. And then, I mean, the last couple seasons, he wears so many Superman adjacent outfits.
That's the one that might piss me off the most. Like, in season 10, he's just wearing a homemade version of the suit.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
I do believe him, though, when he says that he didn't feel like he didn't earn it, because he didn't say that just in a press interview. Like, he said that to Rosenbaum on their podcast.
Mm. Yeah, I didn't remember where the quote was from. I just remembered him saying that.
And that's the one place where I feel like he would be more honest than, like, with a reporter.
Mm-hmm.
If we ever get a Superman versus film, we could get all those Superman actors. Oh, God. Fuck you, No Way Home.
I think that trend is on its way out.
Maybe. It depends on what lessons everybody takes from Deadpool.
Yeah, well, but knowing with what James Gunn's doing, I don't think we're seeing that in DC.
No, in DC, it's over.
Mm.
I just hope Marvel takes the right lessons from Deadpool.
Right, but what we also know we're getting in DC is Elseworlds movies, you know, and I'm looking forward to those. Like, that's... You just don't need to cross stuff over.
Yeah.
You know, like, if they did... You know, I keep saying, like, if they did a Superman Red Sun movie, like, that'd be a cool one to get Cavill for. Or Kingdom Come or something. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing Cavill as Superman one more time in, like, an Elseworlds movie. Or Brandon Routh or whoever.
Yeah.
I don't need it now, but I mean in, like, 10 years.
My thing with the Cavill thing is, like, yeah, I get you're starting a fresh universe. But when you also announce that you're doing what if movies, I'm gonna die.
Okay, well,
Yep.
Go a little faster, go a little faster.
No, there's
Pick up the pace.
what the fuck was I saying? With Cavill. No, like my big thing hang up with that. I'm perfectly fine, you know, Gunn is starting a new universe. I wish he'd be more consistent about it, but you know.
Right.
Because just unobjective, like, I don't care whether you like the projects or not. It is a little bullshit that we got rid of Cavill, but we're keeping, like, Cena, Viola Davis. Gunn's keeping his stuff.
Yeah.
That rubbed me a little bit the wrong way. But I was like, but you also, at your announcement, said you're going to do Elseworlds stuff. Just announce that you're going to work on an Elseworlds movie for Cavill. Then you make both parties happy.
Yeah, exactly. And it's to be like, if I'm gonna play devil's advocate for that, there's not as much baggage you're taking with you with like the Suicide Squad stuff.
I mean, it's
Maybe not the
technically
first.
tied to the first movie.
It is and it isn't. It totally works as a standalone.
I don't know. I just think if you're gonna say, well, we're starting over, just start all over. Get rid of all of it.
Well, I'm in the camp though. Like, I'm looking forward to Peacemaker season 2. I also don't need that in the DCU. Like, that's what I haven't been sold on yet. Is like, yeah, I like Peacemaker. I never asked for him to be part of this new cinematic universe. You know, just do season 2 and wrap it up. Like, I don't. That's more.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm also looking forward to it, but I just like, I don't know, that bothered me a little bit.
That's fair.
And I'm not a like crazy like, well, I won't watch if it's not the Snyder universe. Yeah.
Yeah. I also just find it insane that Cavill didn't have a real cameo in the Flash. Like, do they just not want to pay him? Like, I don't know what went on there. But it's weird that he's.
I don't think it's a pay thing because they actually had Nick Cage and then they CGI'd over him.
Yeah. So weird. I do remember though.
No, I know what it was.
Thinking.
That is at the height of what is it, Hamada?
Mm-hmm.
Not wanting Superman to show up, like their Superman, so Cavill, just show up again until Crisis.
Weird.
No, it's very strange. And then they wonder why that universe failed.
Mm-hmm. Well, I also remember like 6-ish years ago thinking, because at the time, you know, we hadn't seen Cavill really in anything after Justice League, and we were already discussing then, like, is Superman getting rebooted? What's going on? Like, what's the future of? Are we ever gonna get Man of Steel 2? And I remember saying like 6 years ago, there is no way Cavill isn't in either Shazam 2, The Flash, or Black Adam. And I was technically right. We did get Cavill one more time.
I think that's what makes this thing worse is like the old leadership right before the change was like, yeah, we'll bring you back.
Yep. They should have never shot that. So annoying.
I would have been more fine with it. It's like, well, you know, he hasn't been back since the Whedon cut of
run. Yep, this'll work.
What? Oh.
No, you don't.
I just don't know how to get past it.
You need a flamethrower.
I do.
I also don't think it's off the table that we might do a live action Crisis on Infinite Earths at some point.
No more.
But I think Gunn would just take elements from it. I don't think he's ever gonna just straight up adapt it.
But that's all we've done.
I mean, that's true.
None of the adaptations are straight up adaptations of that book.
That's true. When I say elements, I mean like the death of Barry Allen. That's what I mean.
No, I'm done with Crisis. I'm done. Stop it.
That's fine. I'm not asking for it. But I also don't think that's how we're gonna end like DC Phase 1. If we ever go there, that'll be in like 10 years.
No, yeah. Is there a map in here?
I mean, I feel the same way about Flashpoint. We can stop it.
No, the Flash, both Flash adaptations have ruined Flashpoint.
That is true. I mean, although I actually like the Flashpoint Paradox animated movie.
It's fine. My biggest problem is it just looks like shit.
Yeah, I don't like the style. It's still better animated than some of the recent ones, which just shows how downhill those went. But yeah, I get not liking the art style. But God, it'll be so refreshing if in the DCU we don't do Reverse Flash, we don't do the death of Barry's mom. Just don't do
Okay,
any
so
of
I'm gonna
that.
disagree on one part. I want Reverse Flash because I want like a proper Reverse Flash. That would be like adapting
least-
Batman and not doing the Joker.
Eh,
Like that's arguably his arch enemy.
yeah, but not as consistent as Joker is for Batman. At least don't start with it.
No,
Like, I
I
just
mean,
want a good Rogues adaptation.
well, I
That's
think
what I
the
want.
I think the
Too
biggest
broad.
mistake a lot of those early superhero movies did was start with the arch enemy. Like,
Yeah.
To go to the
Well,
Raimi
so-
movies, and we won't spend a lot of time on this because
Hmm.
I get why they start with Green Goblin,
Mhm.
and I know why I get going to Doc Ock for 2, but then like, where do you go from there?
Yep.
Sandman. Okay, I mean that's a bit of a downgrade. Venom. Oh, that's really a downgrade, and I like Venom.
Well, especially it gets weirder when you get to the Spider-Man 4 that almost happened. It was gonna be Vulture and Vultress. Like, I'm not losing sleep over never getting that movie.
No, I mean you know me, I like the Amazing Spider-Man movies, so I'm glad we rebooted. But plus, it's now we have like a great Vulture. But we have
do.
the kind of the
It's-
opposite problem with the MCU was they did all these minor villains, but now it looks like we may never get like MCU versions of Goblin or
I think there's a possibility we get a proper MCU. It just depends on how Spider-Man 4 turns out. Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4. And now the current rumor is that that's going to come out between Doomsday and Secret Wars, which kind of adds fuel to the fire that could be another live-action Spider-Verse movie. That rumor.
well, I don't know
Yeah.
if you've seen the rumors that like Sony and Marvel are apparently like arguing over what that movie is going to be.
Now what are you hearing?
So I'm hearing that Marvel wants to do like a street level, Spider-Man movie.
I know that's what Tom Holland wants.
Sony wants to do a multiverse movie
Mhm.
because the last one made $2 billion.
Yep. And I'm almost like more open to that if it's just like, okay, just rip the Band-Aid off. This will be our last one. And then we can get street level after that. I don't know.
The problem
Tom
is
Holland's not
it
gonna
won't
get any
because
younger.
it'll make $2 billion.
Yep. Just if the rumor is true that they want it to come out between Doomsday and Secret Wars, then that makes it seem more likely that it'll probably be a multiverse thing.
Oh god.
It's just the steam. It's just the wind. You're fine. Now, I know they've already done, there's all these mods out there for the Friday the 13th game.
Mhm.
You can pretty easily mod and remodel this as just a Jason X game, where Jason is chasing around.
I don't know, because when I was looking at mods, I didn't see a lot of like mods that change anything, like the alien. Maybe. The problem
Obviously-
is, the biggest problem would just be changing the animations.
Yeah, like that would take someone pretty skilled and a lot of time.
You can do that with Resident Evil though.
Mm.
I turned Resident Evil into Jason X, and I was playing as Ellie. No, when we play that game, I should mod it.
That would
Fuck,
be
how
fun.
to see if I can find that Jason X mod. I think that's part of why there's not a lot of like mods that change the alien skin, just because like it would kind of break immersion to see like Jason X or Jason moving around like the Xenomorph.
It could be scary though.
Oh my god.
I mean, granted, I know this stuff is complicated. I'm not an expert on this stuff, but there's stuff like some of the death animations where you get stabbed through the chest as you see him with the tail, and you see his hand. Like, you can just replace the tail with the machete, and then you just see his hand. But some of the other stuff, like him crawling around and stuff, would look weird, but could also be kind of funny. You'd also have to make him like 12 feet tall.
I don't like this. I don't know where he's at.
Hide in the trash can.
Fuck it, we're going for it. I don't know how to get over there, is the problem.
Oh, I thought you had to take a left there.
No, because if I take a left, I think that, yeah, that just puts me back in here where I was.
Okay.
But I don't know what's in here.
Hello.
There's a save point in there. I need it. Hey, we got Molotovs. We got Molotovs.
Now we're cooking.
There's something over there. Oh, thank God. Okay. Well, this presents a problem. I don't know how to get over there that doesn't result in me burning to death. Unless we got something in here. Central Ward's location 2505. Let's try that. 255. Take the key card, please.
Samuels, I'm on my way.
This is great. Smooth sailing from here.
Please let me save. Please wait for what?
Didn't you already? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I did those other things, so I want to save them. Don't judge me. Oh, it's that report that we watched earlier.
This is Lingard, Senior Medical Officer at Sevastopol Station. I want to...
Isn't this just a joy to listen to?
I want to state for the record. I have been placed under duress with regards to my patient zero.
So for that Hooptober list, I have decided I'm going to go through the Omen franchise.
He made made certain threats.
Oh.
My career and my certification.
I've
I
only
want
seen
that on
3 of
record.
them. One of them was the remake, and I saw that like 15 years ago.
I didn't know what type of parasite she had encountered. but it
The
had
third one with
planted
Sam Neill could be fun.
something
That's the one I'm most
inside
curious about. I like Sam Neill.
her. So sorry. I had
He's in my
no
favorite Carpenter
control.
flick.